Welcome, friends. I'm Andy, the storyteller. Today I have another fun adventure to share from Farmer Brown's Dinosaur Farm. So grab your favorite stuffy and find a nice quiet spot. We're about to take a trip to Farmer Brown's Dinosaur Farm. It was a cold fall day downtown. The high school marching band tuned their instruments, cloggers tapped their shoes, and Chomps, the baby T-Rex, waited for his big moment. It was a tradition that Farmer Brown bring a dinosaur from his farm to participate in the Thanksgiving Day parade. This year, he brought Chomps, who was already about 7 feet tall and loved people. He was so good around people that Mrs. Brown even made him a pilgrim outfit so that he could look like everyone else in the parade. He wore a black tarp as a jacket and a tall pilgrim hat made from a trough. Chomps was the best-looking pilgrim T-Rex you had ever seen. Farmer Brown kept Chomps close to him on a giant leash. The mayor said that he had to wear it just so that people could feel safe, and Farmer Brown could keep him in line with the rest of the parade. The marching band began to play, and the line of floats began to move. Everyone was excited and clapped. Farmer Brown and Chomps were almost last in the parade. They'd be walking behind Sir Waddlesworth, the beloved town turkey mascot that had been around for 50 years. Farmer Brown patiently waited for all of the floats to go by before getting Chomps in line. The giant pilgrim hat kept falling over Chomps's eyes, and Farmer Brown had to adjust it. After almost all the bands and floats had gone by, Farmer Brown could see their spot in line opening up. The Sir Waddlesworth float was approaching. It was an honor to wear the giant turkey costume of Sir Waddlesworth. This year, the high school quarterback was wearing the beak and feathers. As the Sir Waddlesworth float came by, Farmer Brown and Chomps stepped out and began their walk down Main Street. The kids loved seeing a small dinosaur in the parade, but people were laughing. The hat that Chomps was wearing had fallen down over his eyes again. Farmer Brown pulled it up so Chomps could look around. That's when the trouble began. Chomps had not seen Mr. Waddlesworth. While Chomps was not a threat to people, he did love turkey. He thought the high school kid in the turkey costume was a real turkey. Chomps lunged forward and began to chase the giant turkey down Main Street. Chomps roared, and Sir Waddlesworth turned around to see a T-Rex running after him. Sir Waddlesworth ran to the front of the float. Farmer Brown slipped and let go of Chomps's leash, and the small dinosaur jumped onto the back of the float, chasing the fake turkey. The crowd began to cheer, thinking it was part of the parade. Sir Waddlesworth jumped off the float and ran to the next one. It was a gray Jeep from the dealership. With panic in his voice, the turkey said, "That dinosaur is gonna eat me!" Just then, Chomps jumped off the float and was running down the street after the Jeep. The Jeep driver looked in the side view mirror to see a dinosaur dressed as a giant pilgrim heading right for them. "Faster! Must go faster!" shouted Sir Waddlesworth. Just then, Farmer Brown came sprinting down the street. "Take off the costume!" he shouted. Sir Waddlesworth took off the hat, beak, and feathers as fast as possible. Underneath, the high school quarterback was wearing his football jersey and jeans. As soon as Chomps saw the quarterback, he stopped running and looked confused. To him, the giant turkey had disappeared. Farmer Brown gained control of Chomps and led him back to his truck. Many people at the parade thought the chase was part of a promotion for the Jeep dealership, so they congratulated Farmer Brown. Just as Farmer Brown put Chomps into the trailer to go back home, the high school quarterback stopped by. He told Farmer Brown that in the end, he thought the whole thing was kind of funny. He got to pet Chomps and give him a special snack, a real turkey leg. The end. I hope you enjoyed this story. Here are some more dinosaur facts about the Tyrannosaurus rex. The T-Rex had a massive head, which means it had the most bite force of any land animal ever. It also had a large brain, which scientists think might have meant that it was smarter than other dinosaurs of its time. Plus, it had better vision and smelling senses. Make sure to ask your parents to follow Farmer Brown's Dinosaur Farm so you can hear more stories from the farm. We'd love to know what you think of our show. Follow us on Facebook and let us know. Just search for Farmer Brown's Dinosaur Farm. This show is brought to you by The Secure Dad. Parents can learn new ways to live safer, happier lives at thesecuredad.com. From all of us here at Farmer Brown's Dinosaur Farm, happy Thanksgiving.